Hey guys, I wanted to make a video and just kind of show you how I get young kids, middle school and high school kids, swinging at tour level speeds. My off-season training is typically 5 months, but if you can do more than that, that's always better. So this is just a basic, breakdown of how I structure an off-season program to try to create a lot of speed. I've been doing this for a long time. I've had a lot of success. I'm not saying this is the only way to do it or that you have to follow this exactly. You can tweak it or whatever, but I just wanted to give you some insight on how I do it and what's worked for me, and hopefully it'll work for you too if you try it. So usually my off season is October through February, so October, November, December, January, February, so 5 months. So the first 2 months we work on strength. We're trying to get as strong as we can possibly get using the basic exercises. So this is where we do the squat variations, deadlift variations, pulls, pushes, core work, all your basic strength and conditioning. And we do 3 sets. We're still doing power training. So we're still doing our plows and our medicine ball training, but we're only doing 2 sets in this 2-month phase right here. So we're mainly just focusing on strength there. I always, stress size too, because I've found in my experience that if somebody is really small, if you can get them bigger, if you can get them to gain weight, it has a dramatic effect on their speed. So that's one of the things I always stress with my smaller players, is to try to gain weight. So we're trying to eat a lot during this off season. So once we get through that, we go to the next 2 months, and then this is where we flip it. So now we're going to focus on a little bit more power training. So we're going 3 sets with our plows and our medicine ball drills. Okay, and then we're still pushing strength here. We still want to get strong, so we're doing strength training. We're still doing our strength exercises, but we're just doing 2 sets now. That may be 2 work sets. We may do one really quick warm-up set, and then do our first work set, and then do the second work set, which is hopefully, still trying to go higher than what we've been before. So we're still pushing strength. And this is the phase where I'll usually introduce a speed strength exercise, and that can be, a dumbbell snatch or a landmine variation or a cable column exercise, where you're trying to move the weight really quickly, so it's more of an explosive type movement, with the weight. So this is usually where I introduce that. Once we get through those 2 months, we go to the last month. This is where we do contrast training. So I take the patterns that we were using in the strength training and the medicine ball throws and the plows, we use those exact same drills, but we put them together. So say if we're doing trap bar deadlifts was one of our lower body strength exercises in a box jump, then we do the trap bar deadlift first, and then we follow it up immediately with the box jump. So it's the same pattern. You're just doing your strength exercise first, followed by an explosive exercise. And we do that with all of our patterns that we've been doing in these first 4 months. Okay, so strength exercise, explosive exercise. With contrast training, you can flip that and you can do the explosive one first and the strength second. But my goal is to create speed. So the last thing I want them doing is something fast and explosive. So we do strength first, power second. And this is where I introduce, swing speed training, whether it's super speed training or stack. You can use any kind of method you want, but this is where I introduce that phase. So we're doing something very specific to the golf swing. We're going speed training during this 1 month phase here. Now sometimes, like I said, I may tweak this. Sometimes I introduce this in this phase too. It just kind of depends on who we're working with. So that's how it's broken down. So it's really worked for me. Like I said, I've been doing this almost 20 years, and I've created a lot of speed with a lot of golfers over those years. So hopefully this helps you. If it does, leave a comment or share this video with other people. Share it on your social media. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'm going to be posting other videos on how I structure each workout session, so you can see how that works, and hopefully that'll help you too.